January 8th, 1935, in the early morning hours, around this time, 88 years ago, inside this little house, little shotgun home in Tupelo, Mississippi, Elvis Presley made his grand entrance. The world has never been the same since. 88 years ago, today, January the 8th, 2023. Thank you very much, Elvis. I'm going to try my best to bring your history, your real history and stories to Elvis fans on Globetrotting with Trey. And yeah, Elvis, you still have millions and millions of fans all these years later. Happy 88th birthday to the king of rock and roll. I'm just going to let you take it in for a minute.
Thanks, Trey.
Hey, thank you for watching.
Thank you. I'll see you, I'm sure.
I'll be around. I'll be around. I'll tell Billy you said hello. All right, guys, so check out this photo of Elvis that I thought was pretty cool of him arriving back at the gates of Graceland. Elvis was right here once upon a time when that photo was captured. There's the iron gates. See how it goes there by that sound notes. There it is today, all these years later. So he pulled in off Elvis Presley Boulevard, and some lucky fans was just standing right here with a camera back in the 60s.
And I was just fascinated that he had this collection. And he sold me the Aloha from Hawaii cassette for $1. And I took it home and popped it in my cassette player. Y'all remember the old one? All you old folks, you do that, you know. I'd lay on it in my bed and listen to it. And I just loved the music. And then I started going, okay, well, who is this guy? You know, so I started reading about it. That was 47 years ago. And so this has been a culmination for Trey and I both of years and years and years and years of learning and reading and meeting people and investigating and finding things. So what y'all are going to see is all of the things that we discovered and the places and the stories and that kind of thing. Yeah.
And of course, you're going to be on YouTube. You're going to be a part of some shows. If that's okay with everyone.
Cool.
So I'm going to start up here. Tell me.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, you know, you're number one.
You gotta cut this out.
Tell me something. What is it about Elvis? Why are you an Elvis fan?
I have been an Elvis fan since I can't remember when, since I was a little girl. Just always liked, you know, the movies and the music. Seeing him in '73 in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the memory from that? What stands out?
Oh, just the excitement and the energy, the crowd, and.
Did you get a kiss?
I did not. No scarf, no kiss. Too far away.
Too far away.
Yeah.
You want to go up there, right?
Yeah. But we were up on the side. It was high up.
So that was, you said
Stadium.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Civic
Arena.
What year was that? That would have been...
It was June 25th, 1973.
Cool.
Civic
I have
Arena.
a YouTube show. I interviewed one of the cops that actually...
Oh, yeah. I
Did
heard
you see
about that. Mm-hmm.
He actually
yes, I did see
got
it.
to stay on the floor for a few days with Elvis and Entourage.
At the Hilton.
And then Elvis had to come out and show him his gun collection because the cop was talking about his guns and stuff. And Elvis told Red, "Hey, go get my suitcase." And, you know, the cop didn't understand what he was talking about. And Red brings the suitcase out. He opens the suitcase, and he said, "Dang, Elvis had like 20 guns in there." He just pulling them out. So Elvis travels, you know.
He doesn't
Oh,
travel
and you know,
light.
he also tried to talk that cop out of his badge that day. And the cop said I would have given it to him. I had just gotten it the week before. So he said I didn't know how that would go over. And then the funny part about it, like 2 or 3 months later, he was talking with his partner that was also there. And he said, "You know what? Elvis tried to talk me out of my badge too." So I guess that's what he did to all of them, you know. So why are you an Elvis fan over here?
Well, my sister was an Elvis fan at a very young age. And I was always like the trailer. You know, I was behind her watching and listening. And the past few years, I really became very involved in reading and just everything about Elvis.
Yeah, when you start to do that, start reading about the guy and learning some of these stories, you just want to learn more and more. And then all of a sudden you're on a bus with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it pulls you in.
And or me and the spy guys driving around and doing this kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping to 3 a.m. from Alabama and driving to Memphis, Tennessee, you know, without sleep.
It's like cramming for a test. You know?
But it's going to be fun today, and I'm going to ask everybody that same question, so y'all be thinking about it.
On Saturday, Dixie had family in Florida, and she left to go to the beach in Florida for 2 weeks. So she would have left from this house to go that day. That is the day that Sam and Marion and Scotty Moore were at Taylor's Cafe next to Memphis Recording Service, and Sam asked Scotty if he would be interested in auditioning Elvis. That's the day that Scotty told me that Marion slid a piece of paper over to him that had Elvis Presley's phone number on it, and he picked it up and said, "What's an Elvis Presley?" And I said, "Scotty, do you have that piece of paper?" He said, "No, I had no idea what was going to happen." You know, so he called Elvis that night and asked him to come audition, which would have been July the 4th, 1954, at 12 o'clock at noon. He showed up at Scotty's apartment at noon, knocked on the door. Bobby, Scotty's wife, second wife, I've actually interviewed Bobby. She's still alive, by the way. Opened the door and saw Elvis with the grease and wearing pants with pink stripes and patent leather shoes, and thought he looked weird, and it kind of scared her. And she said she went in and told Scotty, well, that guy's here. And Scotty had forgot that he was coming. Said, what guy? Said, oh, the guy's coming. Oh, okay. He was in his bedroom playing guitar. So he came out. She left and walked down the street and to tell Bill Black that the guy was up there. So Bill walked back up to listen to him, and she hung out with Evelyn. And we'll get to the rest of the story in another part. So Elvis and Scotty and Bill, July the 4th, in the afternoon, Elvis stood in that living room and played songs auditioning for Scotty. When that was done, he called Sam, and Sam said, well, do you think it's worth him coming and maybe trying to record with you two guys? And he said, yeah, we'll give it a shot. So Elvis went to work at Crown on Monday. Monday night, they all met at Memphis Recording Service and recorded That's All Right Mama, the version that you hear today. That's the first time they ever played music together. Prior to that, they did not pick up instruments, they just watched Elvis. And that's when the magic began. On Thursday, that song was played on WHBQ, Red Hot and Blue, and the rest is history. So one Thursday, Elvis is in this park crying. The next Thursday, he becomes famous. Yep, 8 days.
Just never know what will happen on a 3-hour tour of Spa Guy and Globetrotting with Trey. Gates are open.
That means come on in.
You guys are going to get to see the front of Lauderdale apartments.
That's awesome.
This is going to be his front porch.
Wonderful.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We normally can only see it through the fence.
Pretty much. So unfortunately, the interstate takes out a lot of Elvis history.
Yeah, so something to think about is this, the I-40 was not here. This right here would have been Winchester. So that photo of Elvis with the little girl happened on this curb, but it would have happened in front of his house right here.
So this road will keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up and stop right here. I just want to make sure people can get by us, and I think they can.
Because that window's definitely in the shot. The staircase. And this is Lauderdale Courts.
So where you see the rocking chair, that's all over town. And by the way, there's an apartment upstairs, and Roy Orbison lived in that apartment.
Oh, yeah.
I met, and of course they have the whole building now. Taylor's Cafe, where Scotty got Elvis's phone numbers, right there where it says Sun Studio. That's the door to go into Taylor's. That's where they would eat at.
Just did his 3-hour tour on the 7th Spa Guy. What'd you think?
I loved it. It's something that I've been following for quite some time, and I stumbled upon his videos, and then it's got me really liking the backstory of Elvis, not only the music and all that, but it's definitely interesting, and there's a lot of stuff they threw in there that was not, that I didn't expect. So I really enjoyed it, and we drove a long ways for this, my dad and I. So.
Yeah, Ohio.
No, Oklahoma City.
Well, I'm off a little bit. Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
Oklahoma City.
You drove a long ways last night, so you're probably tired. So.
I am. I am, but I got a few more hours to go.
Yeah, that's my dad and I both. And I kind of drug him into this, and I'm sure he had a good time too. But I like history,
Right.
and this is one thing that I really like. I like his music, but I really like the history more.
Yeah, his story's fascinating to me.
Yeah.
So I enjoy learning about this.
Yeah, I love Elvis.
Yeah.
I've watched all of his movies. I heard all his music.
Yeah.
I mean, since I was young, really young.
And then there's things that you see online that look so big. You get here, actually see it, it's smaller. And then how y'all put it all together, it all just worked out. I mean, I was confused, like, where we were at in the city, but it all actually started tying together, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why it's important for us to actually go and stand at these locations.
Yeah.
Because you learn more.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're actually there, you see things you would not see otherwise.
Right.
And that's how we really
Definitely
learn.
yeah. No, that's I'm sure. That's right, man. We, like I said, we really had a good time, and we'll definitely be back and do the second one in August, I think you said?
Yeah, Elvis Week.
Elvis Week, yeah. Sounds good. We appreciate it, though.
All right, I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah.
Y'all have a fun trip and be safe.
Absolutely. Yeah, appreciate you, man.
All right.
Might as well. Everybody else does. All right, this McDonald's right here, you can see how close it is to the racquetball court and all that. On the way home one night from the racquetball courts from the Memphis Racket Club, Elvis is driving. They're in that 6-door Mercedes limo, and they parked right here. Go ahead, Trey.
All right, so they parked about right
Dean
here.
is telling this story.
Yeah, and Dean said that Elvis looked at Dean and said, "Hey, Dean, you think anybody's gonna recognize me?" And nah, boss, I don't think anybody. You're just Elvis Presley, you know. Yeah. So Dean goes into McDonald's, gets sandwiches. He comes back out. Everybody's around the car, and Elvis is just eating it up.
It's all wrapped up right here.
He was hoping something.
Oh,
He always wanted to be recognized.
He was upset when they didn't.
That's
exactly.
Right.
But that happened right there. All kind of fans were out there at his car getting his autograph, talking, going crazy. And Dean came back with the hamburgers. Out in Hawaii, talking about McDonald's, out in Hawaii, I learned a story. Dr. Nick told me this one. Said that one night for dinner, Elvis decided what he wanted for dinner was a fish fillet from McDonald's. And Elvis hated fish. Right. So he said we had to go find a McDonald's and get him a fish fillet. And that's what he ate for dinner in Hawaii. Yeah.
Elvis ate a McDonald's
fish fillet. And then another side, and then I'll take over, is in Mobile, Alabama, Dr. Nick and Dean went across the street from the hotel and ate seafood and came back to the room, and Elvis said, "Damn, who smells like fish?" And it was Dr. Nick and Dean, and he made them go back and take a shower before they got in the car to go to the concert with him. Mm-hmm. Hell ain't riding with me.
All right, so August the 15th, 1977, at 10:30, Elvis pulled up right here and went in that door to the dentist. Yep. Yep. And then he left here and drove straight back to Graceland. That's the last photo at 12:30. So we're going to drive from here back to Graceland. So they would have left from right here.
So you just did probably a 4.5-hour tour with myself and Spot Guy. What'd you think of it?
It's awesome. I like that it's something that it's not commercial. He's going to take you behind the scenes to see a lot of Elvis history that you never would have read about or seen on one of the, maybe a documentary or something. You're going to go and see stuff that a lot of people would not know about or show you.
But you see if this car can go by. I think it can.
I really appreciate all the research behind it because that takes a long time, you guys. Spa Guy, Trey, the research is amazing. It puts us right in the spot where even if the building is gone, you still go there, and that's cool.
That's cool.
Yes, definitely. There's so much history here in Memphis that's right around us that you guys find and uncover, which is awesome.
So tell me guys, why are y'all fans of Elvis? What is it about Elvis Presley that makes you a fan?
It's just exciting. His whole life story is just really interesting and different, and the things that he did and how he lived his life day to day. It's just exciting, and his music to boot and talent is amazing also.
I'm going to tell you why I became an Elvis fan when I was very young. Simple, because Elvis is cool, period.
I believe it.
That's it. Elvis is cool.
That's a simple way to put it.
That's how I always have summed it up my whole life.
Elvis is cool.
Elvis is cool.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, hey, guys, I appreciate y'all spending the time with us, and I guess until next time.
We'll see you next
Thank
time.
you,
Definitely.
Trey. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.